So, do you want to know why Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is not the woohoo yee that they had hoped it would be? Well, stick around and I'll tell you exactly why. That movie is a shit show. What you think you see, what you think you hear, that's what it's about. It's all a theater of the mind. No, it's garbage. It's garbage. Mood and atmosphere. Now that I really like. That's what I'm looking for. That's what I want to see. Hey folks, how you doing? Dave McRae here. Okay, in this video, I want to talk some Star Wars, something I haven't done in quite a long time. However, I want to talk specifically about Star Wars Galaxy's Edge, which has opened up in Anaheim, California at Disneyland. It's been open for a couple of months now. And the Disney World version in Orlando, Florida, I believe opens at the end of this month or the beginning of September. Somewhere around there. I should have checked this before. But anyway, it's opening soon. So for all you fine folks that are closer to Orlando, Florida, get ready because it is going to open. However, news dropped just a few days ago that the attendance for Star Wars Galaxy's Edge is not what they thought it was going to be. It's actually quite down. And Disney's CEO Bob Iger is blaming it on the fact that, well, you know, there were so many people that thought there were going to be so many people, so those so many people that thought there would be so many people decided not to go, and it's kind of like, yeah, okay, Bob, you know, maybe a little bit. I mean, I admit, even though I live nowhere near Anaheim, California, because I'm in Toronto, I admit that when I knew that it was going to open and I heard about the reservations you had to make, and the amount of people that were going to be there, I admit, even I thought, oh my God, going on opening day would be nuts, or even opening week, or opening month, or opening year, you know what I mean? Just the amount of people that might be going. And sure enough, opening day was insane and crazy. I watched all of the live coverage and the footage, and I can't tell you how many videos I've watched on this. I feel like I've been there. That's how many videos I've watched. I watched this one guy's like 3.5 hour video. You know, he had his phone on a gimbal and he's walking around and shit. So I literally lived vicariously through this experience and I saw everything. And, but I am somehow not surprised that the attendance is down and it's nowhere near what they expected it to be. Some insiders are even calling it a flop. Now, I think it's a little premature to determine that. I think you got to just, you know, let this year go by, let the new movie come out, let it open in Disney World. I mean, let's kind of see where we are a year from now. But certainly, it's nowhere near what they were expecting. And that doesn't mean that there are not a lot of people there, right? I mean, I'm sure if you've been there, you've seen a lot of people, but we're talking about in the bigger picture, it's nowhere near the attendance that they were projecting or hoping. But look, this is the problem that I think it is. And I don't think that this is the only thing either, but I think this might be a large, you know, factor, maybe even more so than, well, you know, so many people thought that there'd be so many people. And yeah, so Bob, listen to me, okay? Mr. Iger, I'll call you Mr. Iger. Here's a big thing that I've noticed, okay? I'm a 40-year-old guy, all right? Longtime Star Wars fan, was really excited when I read the description of Galaxy's Edge a few years ago, right? Oh, you're going to feel like you're in a Star Wars movie. You're going to feel like you're in a Star Wars world. You're going to walk in. You're going to experience this, that, and the other, and all that kind of juicy shit, right? Now, to be fair, one of the two big rides is not open yet, okay? Galaxy's Edge is going to have two rides. Smuggler's Run, which is riding the Millennium Falcon, which is open, and Rise of the Resistance, which sounds, by all accounts, like a fucking incredible ride, if it's even a fraction of what they say it's going to be. It sounds amazing. That's not open yet, okay? It's opening soon. I think maybe later this fall or something to that degree. It sounds amazing. So at the moment, though, you have one ride, okay? And, you know, when I watched everybody, and I've watched a lot of videos, people walking through, there's not a lot going on. It looks great. I'm not taking anything away from the Disney Imagineers. It looks amazing. Okay, they always, the detail, the attention to detail is off the charts. This is like professional level shit we're talking about. But there's not a lot going on, and other than a couple of stormtroopers and a really skinny Kylo Ren, where are all the characters, Bob? Okay, so I can go into the cantina and buy some blue or green milk. Great. Where are the characters sitting at the cantina, right? Where are the stormtroopers that come, walking through unannounced and talking and all that kind of shit? Where's the slew of stormtroopers marching through? Where are the shows? Why isn't there a section of Galaxy's Edge dedicated to like 6 or 7 shows every 2 hours where you get to see like this awesome performance or show or something, right? Remember Star Tours when they'd have that awesome show outside in the fog and Vader and the stormtroopers and all that kind of shit? It eventually turned into, I think, like a kids Jedi training thing or like, whatever it is. But okay, where is that kind of thing? Not necessarily that specifically, but there's a great section underneath the Millennium Falcon, and maybe they'll eventually do this, I don't know. But where's Han and Chewie coming down the ramp and talking to everybody and saying, hey, how are you? Welcome. And all of a sudden, a couple of troopers come out of nowhere, right? And they arrest Han. And they're like, oh my God, what's gonna happen? Like, there's a little show that takes place. Where are the stormtroopers on top of the buildings? They're like that, looking down at everybody, with their blasters in hands. It's like, oh shit, look up there, son. Look up there, look at the stormtroopers. Where is this stuff? Okay, so you do the smuggler's run, and then you go to the cantina, if you can get in, to get some blue or green milk. And then you walk into a couple of stores, you buy a keychain, a hat, and a shirt, and maybe if you want to dish out $200 or $300 for a lightsaber, but at the end of the day, once you walk around for an hour or two, you've pretty much done Galaxy's Edge. Bob, you need more than just the visual aesthetic and look. You need the performances. You need people to feel like they're in Star Wars. Where's all the characters walk? I should be able to walk through Galaxy's Edge and an Ewok walks by me. Not trying to get pictures. If you want to get a picture with the Ewok, that's cool. But he's just walking around, walking by, going, with a branch or something. He's just walking around. Where's the Ewok? Where are the Jawas? Just walking around. Or weird creatures that we've never seen before, just walking around. Where are they? We've landed on the most outer region outpost, whatever the fuck Galaxy's Edge is supposed to be. Where are these people? No. 2 stormtroopers and a skinny Kylo Ren. Come on! Make us feel like we're in the movie. Yeah, you gotta pay people, Bob. Yeah, you do. You're a rich guy, Bob. Come on. People would love it. If somebody said, Dave, we want you to dress up as a stormtrooper and stand up there, looking down at, I'd be like, fuck yeah, let's do it. Let's fucking do it. I'll do it. I'll do it because I feel like I'm, yeah, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? And you do it too. Where is this stuff? So you need Rise of the Resistance. That is a big thing that you definitely need. You need a performance of some kind. Designate an area where there's a big Star Wars show, or build, if you can. I know you're limited in that space there, especially at Disneyland. But if you can build a theater or something, like the Indiana Jones Stunt Spectacular at Disney Hollywood Studios in Florida, you need that kind of shit for Star Wars. You do. You have Rise of the Resistance, which is very interactive, okay? Like if you've read about this ride, it sounds like off the fucking chain. It really does. And if it's even half of what they say it's going to be amazing. So that might change the course here. But you need to make us feel like we're there. Like, that's one of the things that I noticed about the cantina. When I was watching these videos and people were like, okay, we're going to go into the cantina now and get some blue milk or some green milk or, whatever, right? I was like, oh, this is going to be so cool. And when they walked into the cantina, it was just a sea of human beings. It was a sea of just guests. And I'm like, where are the creatures? Where are the different characters? Like, why isn't there, like, you have some booths. Why isn't there a designated booth called the creature booth, right? And maybe at all times there are 4 creatures, 2 here, opposite each other with a table in the middle. And they're sitting there and that'd be so cool to see weird creatures of some kind. Maybe there's a Jawa in there or something, right? And you can, take a photo of them, or you can lean against the wall and have your picture taken, with the creatures. That'd be so amazing. I should be able to sit in the cantina next to an Ewok and have a drink. I should be able to do that. And there was none of that in the cantina. It was just human beings. It was just all of us go, yes, the space looks cool, but where's the Star Wars in the cantina? It's just not there. It just looks like I'm in some really exotic foreign bar somewhere, maybe in the Middle East or something. Like, you need the creatures and the performances. Now, I understand that may pose a security issue, because obviously if you have all those types of creatures and characters in there, you would probably need a certain level of security in the cantina at all times to keep a watchful eye on the characters, to make sure that nobody is, punching an Ewok in the face or something like that. I understand that, but that's very easy to achieve. And it's worth it, because people would be excited to go to the cantina, because, who's going to be in the creature booth today, right? Oh, I wonder if it's going to be the same creatures, or if it's going to be, a different set of creatures, because you can always change it up. Maybe one week it's, the dark side, right? And then maybe the next week it's a bunch of good guys in there, like you got C-3PO in there with Chewbacca or something. That'd be fucking amazing, right? You know what I mean? Like, where are these characters? Just walking around in the space outside. I should be able to see Lando Calrissian hamming it up, with some sort of, creature or something like that. Like, oh fuck, there's Lando over there. That's so cool, right? It should be like Universal Studios, where at any given time something could break out. Like, I should be able to see a couple of stormtroopers run by me and go, yeah, I think she went down here. And they go by me and they go down like, some alleyway, and I don't know who they're talking about and I don't know where they're going, but it's really cool to see, because we are visitors in this world. We are visitors within their space. This world, their lives are existing around us. This isn't our world. This is their world. We've gone to the outermost regions of some spaceport or whatever the hell it is, galaxy's edge, the edge of the galaxy. We should be able to see lots of creatures walking around. I don't mean thousands, but I mean, you gotta have at least 50, 60 people out there. And yeah, you gotta pay them, Bob. Yeah, you do. But you know what? It's gonna bring in money, 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 money. Because I think one of the main reasons why attendance is down, it's not really because people are just, oh, it's gonna be so busy. Yeah, maybe a smidge. I think it's because once people have done Galaxy's Edge, once, maybe twice, they've done Galaxy's Edge. There's no incentive for them to go back, because the experience is the exact same all the time. And when you have things like the creature booth at the cantina, you could go back one week and it's a different set of characters. You go back the next week and it's a different set of maybe there's Han and Chewie in there. Oh fuck, maybe Han and Chewie are sitting in there, right? And they're doing that, and you can have your, photo taken with them or something. That's so cool. Like, that's the kind of shit you need. You need the performances, you need the characters walking around, you need the spontaneity of the Star Wars universe, in this world. And yes, does it take some planning? Yes. Does it take some rehearsing? Absolutely. But I'm supposed to feel like I'm in Star Wars. Remember that press release, Bob, about Galaxy's Edge from, a few years ago? Yeah, I'm not feeling it. Looks cool. Everything looks awesome. Now you need the performance side within it's like building a wonderful set for a play, but nobody's on stage, Bob. That's what you've done. You've built an amazing set, but nobody's on stage. And I can walk around and go, wow, wow, wow. But I can only do that for so long, so many times. I need incentive to go back again and again and again and again. And I'm not seeing that on these videos. And I'm not here to say that that is the problem, but I'm a 40-year-old man who grew up with Star Wars, and I'm telling you, that's a problem for me. And I think it might be a problem for a lot of people, And again, I understand that these things are easier said than done, but there's no reason why you cannot have a bunch of characters walking around. The cantina thing is a bit harder because you're actually there in close proximity with people in terms of in like a sit-down environment. So I understand that, but there's no reason why you can't have a creature booth, and maybe you have some tape up there, right? That lets, or there's like a bar or something. It just lets, there's a bit of that separation between, the guests and the people in the booth or something. Like, that's easy to do. And maybe they will do that. And maybe when you're watching this video, by the time you watch it, maybe they have done that. But as of right now, man, I think that's part of the major problem, is that there's not an incentive to go back again and again and again. Once you've been there once or twice, you've done Galaxy's Edge. And every time you do go back, it's the same shit over and over again. Nothing changes. And you need that spontaneity. You need that variety. You know, like every time I go back to Galaxy's Edge, it could be a bunch of different characters walking around. So the experience and the world is different each time, but it's still Star Wars. And that's what's missing from Galaxy's Edge. Now, Rise of the Resistance, like I just said, could help elevate it because it sounds like a fucking wild ride. But you still need the performance side of things. That's how I feel anyway. As a 40-year-old Star Wars man, and don't kid yourself, Bob, that's who you're targeting here. I know you want all the little kids to be excited about Star Wars, but you gotta get us first to get them, okay? Because they didn't grow up with it. You gotta get us excited so we can get them excited. That's how it works. Okay, anyways, my name's Dave McRae. If you want to follow me on Facebook, you can at facebook.com/manythingsdavemcrae. That's where I tend to post in the meantime and in between time, and I'm not posting here. All my links are in the description. Check them out until your heart's content. And when your heart is content, check them out again. Yeah, hey, let me know your thoughts, folks. That's what I think. Again, I'm not saying that that is the number one reason, but I think that's a big part of it. Because I look at it and I'm just like, okay, I did Smuggler's Run, walked around, everything looks really fucking awesome, got my photo taken with the Falcon, don't really want to spend $250 on a lightsaber, maybe I'll make a droid, that's kind of cool, I'll buy a t-shirt and a keychain, and I'm done. Like, I mean, come on! You want to know what's going to keep me there for hours and hours? Getting my photo taken with a bunch of fucking different characters and seeing different performances and shows and all that kind of shit. I'll spend all fucking day there. I'll fucking sleep there. That's what I'll do. Anyways, I'll talk to you guys soon. Cheers.